Ah, that's hot. That's hot.
It's pretty awesome. We're pretty hyped about Droideka B2 Grievous rework, and we're going to talk mostly in this video about what's the point of gearing up B1, because we can't figure it out. Have you got to figure it out?
I don't know. They don't have a hook on it that I can see. Right? Yeah, starring up. I mean, yeah, obviously we want to gear up as much as possible for extra damage, but with no health or protection on this unit, and there's no gate to the abilities for the gear like Nightsis or Zombie, I don't know why someone would want to 7-star this character. Right. That's kind of the big mystery. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. Maybe 7 stars drastically increases his offense compared to a 3-4-star unit. That's the only thing I can think of right now. So he's an oddball character with his gearing structure too. Yeah, and so in the background here, I'm going to run fantastic Jedi footage with B2. The future meta.
No, but I think what we're trying to see here behind us is look at how often B2 goes. Basically, every time the Grievous and Magna Guard is hit, his cooldowns are reduced. Now on a full droid separatist team, he's going to be going constantly and putting up buff immunity.
Past three abilities
all 5 of them have buff immunity. Look at he's just constantly going.
This is it's a cool example because right now you can't fully appreciate B2 because there's no good separatist team, so his new unique ability is completely useless right now. Even with the Zeta, it does pretty much nothing. But here we're kind of seeing, obviously, just to show you the point, is that once he's in a separatist team, his goal is probably just going to be to constantly use that buff immunity ability over and over again. Here we go, another round of buff immunity. I think.
Yeah, look at that.
just kind of seeing how he is right now with that Treya video I made. I kind of see him meant to just really keep control of those buffs that are going to be on Revan. Because the biggest problem right now is that Revan has so many buffs, foresight, tenacity. You need someone to kind of help you clear that. And you think B1's going to help with that? I agree, and I think a B2 obviously is like, look at this, holy cow, buff immunity madness right now.
The thing is that foresight kind of ruins the plan. So if you can keep foresight, boy, we lost this matchup a bunch of times before. What is happening? This is actually going much better.
B2 is he was just warming up before. Now he's on the show, so he's got to be at full capacity right now. Jeez, all this buff immunity, holy cow. Yeah, this is gonna spell trouble for Jedi teams once we have all the reworked the Separatist and the new Separatist. I think we're gonna see this become a lot more annoying once we're against, obviously a competitive team. But this is kind of just to show what B2's all about because right now we can't really fully appreciate him. So at least with a garbage team, we can see it.
Yoda is kind of dumb. The AI.
Yeah.
If there's buff immunity on Yoda, he will play wrong. And that is amazing. And so the thing about target lock and B1 is that whatever the B2 targets, it's going to get the assist from B1. And if they have target lock, then there's going to be healing going on. So, but as far as we're going to talk about the Marquee pack changes too, because that's kind of controversial. Yeah. But it's like, what is going to happen with, are we really going to need to star out B1? No health, no protection. That doesn't matter. They all have 1 HP, but it's just going to be damage output and speed, right? So you get them fast enough, and then getting to 7 stars, gear 12 will allow you to put the 7-dot mods, or 6-dot mods. So maybe that's the thing. I didn't think that this would even be a close matchup at all. I thought Yoda would just run over them.
This is actually an excellent example showing what B2 is capable of. This is what we should expect for probably times 500 once he's with the correct team, because right now, we're starting to see that they're adding some target lock things to the B1 battle droid, as we're seeing, and then B2's got that target lock thing. I think we should expect more target lock synergy with Magna Guard and the Droideka, and who knows with Grievous. I'm just gonna toss some crazy stuff out there, but what if Grievous applied unresistible, unavoidable, uncleansable target lock? Right now when he does his sinister laugh, he applies a health down. What if they apply mass target lock that you cannot avoid, cannot resist, and can't cleanse? Then we're gonna see target lock synergy just jump through the roof for all these new droids that got the target lock stuff going on. There's just it's interesting seeing where they are right now, but obviously we still need to get all 4 things in here to really see what the full picture is going to be about. But I'm seeing the potential just with B2. I'm like, all right, I think I see where they're going with the B2 but the B1, it just kind of drives me crazy. I don't know if they intended it to be that way. I want to know what the hook is for wanting to get this character to 7 stars, because I don't really see the benefit of 7 stars. I know no health, no protection, a little bit more offense, but that's in the gear 12, I guess. Right. But that's not that much incentive.
Well, I know that you've pretty much committed to going all out on these and wailing out because this is the main reason why you play the game, right? So there were some changes to the way that the Marquee packs, and it's been somewhat controversial. There's three things. The first thing is in the past for $10, you could buy the extra shards, and we often did that on characters we liked. I almost always did.
I did
it
about 5-6 times last year. I think I did about 5 or 6 characters last year. Embo, what else I did? Like a range trooper and a couple others in between and stuff like that. It was a good way to get the 4 stars quick.
Yes, but now that pack has been basically you're forced to buy a $10 crystal pack. So the price went from $9 or $10 to $20, and they're throwing in the 1350 crystals. Now, do you buy crystals normally? Because I think that's who this is going to affect the most, is people that never buy crystals and sometimes buy these packs.
I will admit, lately I've been spending a bit more than before, ever since the test accounts got taken away. Now that we got these bad ones back that aren't usable, I've been spending money so I could do refreshes for Arena and stuff like that. But normally, assuming we had workable test accounts, I would never have to refresh an Arena. So, I mean, nowadays, I do buy crystals maybe once a month. I'll throw $20 to get some crystals to kind of keep up with Arena refresh. Because I do like sometimes 2-3 a day to test some stuff out when we get some new stuff coming in. So for me, I could see that being useful, but some months I don't spend $20. So I would rather just spend $9 and get the character shards. And if I really wanted crystals, I would go out of my way to get them. So this definitely affects people who don't like to buy crystals. They just want to bump up a character to 4 stars. So, I mean, we talked about this. This probably will make them more money because what does it actually cost them?
People are pretty upset about this on Reddit, I'll tell you that. It's, it's like, oh my goodness. I mean, I buy crystals from time to time, so I would probably have bought the crystals anyways. And by the way, I've started doing my taxes, and I added up how much I spent on Galaxy of Heroes last year.
Oh, no.
And I know that I spent $400, $500, $600 on Revan, but the amount that I spent was actually shocking. I probably have to make a video about it. It made my jaw drop.
Man, it's gonna be over 1,000 for sure. It's gotta be over $1,000.
It was over 1,000, and I thought it was under 1,000, and it just blew my mind. So I might have to make a separate video about that. Then secondly, we have to talk about. Now, this is also kind of interesting. The standard Marquee pack, and I just want to clarify that was, what, $12.99? Had a minimum of 5, averaged out 7. And they're saying that there's a new Marquee pack. They're not saying it's replacing or instead. It's just a new one that costs $2,600. It has a minimum of 15, which is higher than the minimum of the one that was 1,300 crystals, which was a minimum of 5. And then I don't think this is in the wrong direction because the Palpatine shuttle release, we're going to talk about that next, was going in the favor of the consumer, in my opinion. What are your thoughts about this?
So although Palpatine ship isn't that exciting, the concept kind of is actually nice, and it seems to be cheaper than 7-starring a character through these Marquee packs, and alongside doing this whole galactic chase thing, you're also getting shards for other characters you're normally farming every day. You're getting the gear, getting some credits, the ability mats and stuff. So it's actually a better deal than doing a Marquee pack, I think, because you're just getting a lot more, and you're not really going away from what your typical norming farming schedule is. So it's actually kind of a nice concept. Just the Palpatine ship isn't really probably the best first thing to release to kind of test this out, because I don't think a lot of people are very interested in that ship, and it's kind of a subpar average ship, I think, right now.
Right. Well, yeah, so it did cost half as much, and plus you could get tons of Carbontes, which a lot of people probably like, but the ship itself, I don't know. It's
like, imagine you're farming Emphas Nest right now, the Lando's Falcon and an Anakin ship. While you're getting shards for that, you're also getting shards for our blueprints for this ship. So you're getting a lot of stuff in between all of it all.
All right, and what people are asking or speculating, and I want you to say this 3 times real fast, this will be the 5th Sith ship. Fifth Sith ship.
Fifth Sith ship.
And then since last fall, there has been in the ship's menu an Old Republic tag. So 2 things that we can speculate on is, are these 5 Sith ships going to be required for a Sith capital ship, or Old Republic, Ibn Hawk? I don't know. What do you think?
I remember, this tag isn't brand new. I know some people just sometimes randomly notice, and they tag me, like, hey, man, did this just come into the game? And it's like, no, they added this about November or something like that. So it's been here for a while, but it makes a lot of sense to start adding these older public ships. You have the Ebon Hawk, you have the Ravager for Darth Nihilus and whatnot. So there are older public capital ships out there from that era in the video game. And so I think it's very well possible they'll start playing with this a little bit more. I don't know how fast they're going to add ships, because ships right now, the problem with ships, they add like one every like 4 months or something like that. But maybe this year they'll change the direction for ships and start adding a lot more. But for sure, that older public tag, I can definitely see the Ebon Hawk coming to the game one day. We already have the crew for it, so I don't see why they wouldn't add it.
Right, and then lastly, before we wrap up the video, is we're both in the same place as far as General Grievous B2, B1 being able to destroy the Jedi. In fact, the YouTube video that they put out actually said that in the description, that they're going to destroy the Jedi. So I know some people don't want to believe it's going to happen because they just got Revan, and I totally feel you, but I gave a whole lecture about this. Like, usually about the second time a character comes back, that's usually the time where they get chopped away in viability. I don't think they're going to completely blow Revan out of the meta. I think they're definitely going to have him be contested, because right now, we were talking about this. 80% of the meta is Revan. 80%.
We've never seen that. I don't think we've ever seen that before.
I don't think that's going to continue. I mean, I think that is, you know, something that has to end at some point. You know, that hasn't. We went before the video started. We went and looked at the history of you know, metas. You know, all the way back to what, Chase and Chirrut and all that stuff.
Paga Lesser, Qui-Gon Jinn, and then, you know, when, I mean, the closest I could think that maybe there's a very dominant meta is maybe like Commander Luke Skywalker or Palpatine, but still, even with those characters, there's counters.
Palpatine, I think, was like dominant for almost 6 months, but it was never 80% ever.
Yeah,
80%.
There's always something.
So
So there's always something to counter it. So I think what's going on is that they released Revan the end of January, and they're slowly introducing Separatists throughout this month, and maybe give the new Revan owners 23 days of like use in the game, but they're not going to let Revan occupy 80+% of the meta for the next several months. Something's going to break it up. I know it hurts to hear that, but just seeing how this game works, we got to keep it real and just say something's going to break it up, and seeing the signs that the Grievous is supposed to be a Jedi killer in their video description, seeing how B2 is already working in these non-separatist lineups, I think Revan's going to see a nice fight in the next upcoming month. I'm happy about that. I know new Revan owners aren't happy about that, but I know a lot of Revan versus Revan people, they want to see some sort of change because usually they hate mirror matches. So something's going to break it up right now, I think, in the next month or so.
Unless you have like insane mods, mirror matches are not that much fun. And I can't imagine someone unlocking Revan today, you know, having all the necessary G12 plus character, you know, gear pieces plus perfect mods. I'm hostile in my arena, and like I'm at 12 overnight, you know, because of the mod situation. I don't think it's very fun to play. All right.
Yeah.
There's lots of good stuff. We're excited as the new characters come out. We will be testing and making videos, of course. But now it's time for the giveaway.
What time is it?
It's time for the giveaway. Everybody loves the giveaway. All right.
Everyone loves the giveaway. This is a new one. We had to dig deep for this one.
Well,
this is the most unique thing ever.
Because eventually they're going to run out of characters to put into the game, right? I mean, we're getting... I mean, what do you think? We have like 90% of the relevant Star Wars universe covered so far in the game? I don't know about that.
I feel like we say that. I feel like we could say that, but they always find some faction to start digging in. But yeah, eventually there's going to be like we're going to run out of like mainstream characters.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I really hope you like this video today. My goodness, I can't believe we're giving this guy away. I really hope you like this video today, because if you did like this video, for every single person that likes this video, you will be getting for free in your account an 8-star Soars Bandim.
This is not a scam.
Boy.
We actually have leaked kit info for this character. For every Soars Bandim you kill off, another one shows up for Anakin to kill.
Oh,
that's exactly how this kit works.
Do your impersonation of what he said in the movie real quick.
Master Skywalker. There are too many of them. What are we going to do? There's actually an interview with this guy.
I wonder what this guy is like today. I mean, I wonder if he went down like the Macaulay Culkin route or the Little Annie route where he's all strung out.
I shared you his interview. You got to show a clip of it.
Okay, I will.
doing something. He did something on National Geographic, I guess. So that's what his career has been. But
anyways, he's coming to the game soon, right?
Make sure you smash like if you want the character.
I would rather get that guy than like 5 more Old Republic characters I've never heard of. What do you think?
I actually got to agree with you. I know that's going to be a very
controversial,
people are going to disagree with, but yeah, I would want this.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching and keep on gaming.
See ya.